Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to go over Program 7 with you. Program 7 has two parts. It has an algorithm part, just like you did in Program 4, and it has also the code part. So this is going to put Program 5 and Program 6 together, and you're going to complete the implementation of the gas program. And then, so if you were in Program 6 and you were just doing those few functions, now we're going to finish and implement all the functions. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to have my Program 6 code. So I've done my Program 6, so I'm going to have my Program 6 code ready for anything I can copy paste out of that. And I'm also going to have my Program 5 code, which I think is already on my desktop here. Well, anyway, I'll have my Program 6 code. So I'll have my Program 6 code ready for anything I can copy and paste out of that. And I'm not sure what I must have accidentally deleted my Program 5 code. So let's see. Oh, there it is. I have my Program 5 code. I have my Program 5 code, and so I'm going to have that open. So this is my Program 5 code, and I have my Program 6 code. So when I'm ready to start implementing it, I will be able to have that available. All right, so the first thing we want to start is just talking about the assignment. So let's take a look at the assignment instructions. So you have two parts for this assignment. You have the algorithm, which is just worth 3 points. And the algorithm is a very, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be some information to show that you understand what you're doing and you're getting started on your code. So I do have a example algorithm from Program 4. So I'm going to go ahead and download that, and we can take a look at it. So this is the example algorithm from Program 4. And let's zoom in on it. Now, when I gave you this example, I gave you two examples. I give you a numerical algorithm example, and I also give you a flowchart example. In my opinion, I don't care if you use the numerical algorithm or the flowchart. I always recommend doing the numerical algorithm for this assignment because a lot of times it takes a long time to draw the flowchart and draw the shapes and get it all right. And the focus is understanding the inputs, understanding the outputs, understanding the order in which things happen. So it's kind of your own understanding, making sure you understand the order that things happen, when things have to be repeated, when you have conditions, what kind of information do you have to have before you can complete your calculations, etc. So a numerical algorithm is a good way to start, and you're welcome to use my example from Program 4 as a template, but of course the algorithm for Program 7 is not the same as the one from Program 4. So when I'm always getting ready, I always start with greet the user and then go on to add the rest of the information for the algorithm. So the best way to start planning your algorithm is to take a look at the assignment specifications. So we have the assignment instructions right here, which I'll download to make it bigger, and to go to the sample output. So I always provide a sample output. So this is going to use features from 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are just mainly we're going to finish up 5 and 6 from the, and finish up the implementation and put it all together. There are some added things in this assignment, which has some file processing. So this is a long assignment, and it's a lot. So that's why it's important that you understand and write your algorithm and understand what's happening and the features in your program. So the first thing that I do when I'm going to do my algorithm is I go down and take a look at the sample output. The sample output is going to give me some information about what's happening. All right, so if I were, starting to write my algorithm, I would start with number 1, greet the user. Number 2, present the options and get the option that the user would like to do. Then number 3, based on what the option is, you're going to have different features. That's why it's going to take you a little time to understand what's going on and write it out and make a plan. So this is a much more because we have this whole menu feature and we have all the gas price features, and we also are going to allow the user to make another purchase if they want to, like continue. So in program 4, they just had to put in enough money until they had enough money, and then they made their one purchase. This app has a lot more features. So you need to spend some time thinking about it, looking at the sample output, and making your plan. And that's exactly what the algorithm is the plan. Making sure that you understand the inputs, the outputs, and the order in which things happen. So read through the sample output and take a look at it. And we also are going to be using a file. So we're going to be putting the balance into a file, which is reasonable because if you did have an app and you had it connected to if you had a gas purchasing app and you had it connected, you would have money in your account. So that's the whole idea, is that you have money in your account. And in this case, we're going to have money in the file. You're going to get the amount of money from the file. You're going to, let the user do whatever, purchase gas, purchase more. I wanted to add snacks, but it just became way too complicated. So we're just purchasing gas, but they can purchase more gas if they want to. And then when they're done, you're going to save that amount in their balance into the file so that the next time they go to purchase, they will have that balance available. All right, so just get started, go through this, read the instructions, which I'm about to do in a minute, but go through and look at the sample output, because the sample output is a very good guide for you to follow to write your algorithm. Your algorithm does not have to be perfect. It's worth 3 points. It's not a huge point, item in your grade, but it is a huge item in understanding what you're doing. So please take it seriously. If you have questions, ask questions, go see the TAs, but understand what you're working on before you just jump in and start writing your code. That's why you have an algorithm assignment first, followed by the code assignment. All right, so this program is going to use input-output parameters. It's going to use a loop. It's going to have file input and file output, and we're going to have a lot of more practice with programmer-defined functions. So we're still working on the gas purchasing app, and so we're just building it all together, and this will be the last gas purchasing app for the semester, and then we're going to move on to something else. All right, so you're going to have your same menu: G for the gas prices, P for the purchase, B for the account balance, U to add money to your account, and Q to quit. So you did implement some of these in program 5 and 6, mostly program 6. If you did not do program 6, I just did a video and you have it available, and even if it's after the deadline, I strongly encourage you to go back and do program 6 before doing program 7. All right, because program 7 is adding a lot more features, number 1, and it's also adding the input, the file processing. So please go back, take a look at program 6, do program 6. You should actually do programs 3, 4, 5, and 6, completely before you start working on program 7. All right, so we're going to continue with the Q to quit. I'm going to use the toLower function. The items to be purchased are going to be the same as the previous programs. Number 1 for regular gas, 2 for mid-grade, 3 for premium, 4 for diesel, and 5 for E85. And those are the prices per gallon. So you need to keep those same prices per gallon. They're the same as they were in program 4. The thing is that in program 4, they just made one purchase. In this, they can make another purchase or see their balance. So there's a whole menu of options which we implemented in other programs. All right, so there's 2 ways to add money to the account. The first way, if you enter U, then you're going to, just like in program 6, you will add money into the account. Also, you can, when you make a purchase, you can be forced to enter enough money for that purchase. So the user can choose They could say, oh, I checked my balance, I only got $10, so I'm going to put you to put money into the account. However, if I say, oh, I look at my account, I only have $10, and then I go to make a purchase and my purchase is $50 and I don't have enough money, then we're going to use that feature as well. You don't have to go back and hit you until you have enough. The program is going to force the user to put in enough money. You can assume the user is going to put in a reasonable amount of money. There's too many things to keep track of that we can't, you can assume the user is going to have the money available, use the right amount of money, and not put in unrealistic information. Also, if you're looking for an integer, you can assume the user will put an integer, etc. All right, and then you're going to save the remaining balance into the gas account balance file. So we're going to also do file processing. There's a lot in this program, so that's going to be quite a few videos for me to work on this program. All right, so here are the functions. So we do have 3 functions directly from program 6. So that's why I said you should go back and you should do program 6, because these functions are just the same from program 6. You have a greeting function. You have the view and get selection function. So we're not using the view and get selection from program 5. We're using input output parameter for the view and get selection. Your process selection function, again, we're using an input output parameter for the balance. So be sure that you go work on program 6. It's a much shorter program. And then you can use those features from program 6 in your program 7 assignment. The other functions we're going to use, we have the function that's going to display the gas prices. So this function it's just a void function that just displays the menu options that are available. So then this function will get the gas choice using an input output parameter. This function is going to set the gallon price. Again, it's going to take the item number that was from get the gas choice and set the price through another input output parameter or pointer. We're going to use a function to calculate the total. And we're going to use a function to add money. This is right from program 4. So you do have 2 functions directly from program 4. So again, I suggest you go back and work on program 4 and understand those, because those can be taken directly from program 4. Then you have 4 new functions and 3 functions directly from program 6. So I'm going to have my program 4 available and my program 6 available when I work on this assignment. So I don't need my program 5. I actually need, this is my program 6 code right here, which I'm going to reference to work on this assignment. And I'm also going to open up here my program 4 code. I will have that also ready when I work on this assignment. I'm not sure where I put it, but I will have it ready when I'm ready to get started before I do the next video. All right, so that's how it's going to work. This is the algorithm assignment. This is the output. So let's take a look at it again. We're going to welcome the user. We're going to give these options. If the user selects B, the account balance is going to start with $25. That $25 is going to come from a file, because you want to say, oh, I left $25 in my account, and that $25 is going to be loaded into your account when you start the program. Then at the end of the program, right before return 0 in main, when the user quits, you're going to save whatever balance is left. So the next time that you run this program from the same project, it's going to load in the amount that was there before. So it's not always going to start back at $25, and I will demonstrate in the video how to check that. All right, so if you want to add money, here we can add $45. Now we want to view the gas prices, so you can see the gas prices here. We want to make a purchase. I have $45. my purchase is going to be $131.56, and I only have $45 in my account. So then this program is going to force me to add enough money until I have enough to make my purchase. Then I make my purchase, and then it makes my new balance. And now I would like to make another purchase. So I check again, and my purchase how many gallons? I need 12 gallons. I need 12 gallons here, and my purchase is $28.20. Oh, how many gallons did I get last time? 44 gallons. Oh, okay. So I need 12 gallons here, and then I make my purchase. I have to add money to my account to do that, and then when I quit, it's going to save the amount that's left in my account into the output file. The same file, the file that's holding the balance. And then it ends. All right, so in the next video, we will get started with the implementation.